You know, in medicine, a tiny math error can have some really serious consequences. So that's why we're going to spend today talking about a critical skill you're going to need to learn: calculating medication dosages based on a patient's weight. So let's break it down on how to get it right every single time. So, this is the big question, right? The one that every healthcare professional has to go through to make sure that they're doing the right thing. And the answer just can't be a guess. I mean, from a tiny little newborn to a large adult, precision is the absolute key to safety. And that precision, it comes from one place: weight based calculations. Okay, so let's start with the why. You might be thinking, don't a lot of medications have a standard dosage? And you'd be right, they do. But for some of the most powerful and potentially dangerous drugs out there, a one size fits all approach just isn't going to make it. Just look at the range of situations here. We're not just talking about any medication. These are potentially potent drugs with just a tiny miscalculation having huge impacts. This is especially true in pediatrics, where a child's body weight is so much smaller, but it's just as important for people that are obese or critically ill that really need as much as they can get safely. And think about the common but powerful drugs like heparin or drips like dopamine and tons of antibiotics. They all demand an exact level of precision. So to solve this puzzle, we're going to start out with the first essential tool. Now, it's a really simple step, but it's absolutely critical you get it right. It's the key that unlocks the entire process. And right here, this slide lays out the core problem perfectly. Your patient 9 out of 10 times is going to think about their weight in pounds. But in the medical world, we have to work with kilograms. Every formula, every drug order, so that our first job is to bridge that gap, and it's how to figure out the pounds to kilograms so that we're always looking at kilograms. And here it is, the simple, most important number in this whole process: 2.2. This is the magic number. It's a conversion factor from pounds to kilograms. Trust me, you're going to use this constantly. So go ahead, commit it to your memory right now. The process itself is actually very simple. It's just 3 steps. Step 1, you're going to take the weight in pounds. Whether it's off a scale, whether it's from the patient, whatever, you get the pounds. Step 2, divide pounds by 2.2. Divide pounds by 2.2, and boom. Step 3, you've got the weight in kilograms, and you are all ready to proceed with your calculations. That's all there is to it, seriously. All right, so now you've got the conversion handled. Easy. Now it's time to reveal our secret weapon. This is what we like to call the golden formula, because once you have the weight in kilograms, this little formula is going to solve all the majority of your dosage problems. But before we see the formula, let's clarify one thing quick. You need the ordered dose. It tells how many milligrams or micrograms of a medication you're going to give for each kilogram of a patient's weight. So here it is, the easy formula, kind of beautiful in all its simplicity. You just take the patient's weight in kilograms, which you've already figured out, and you multiply that times the ordered dose per kilogram. That's it. Very easy. The answer you get is the final dose you need to administer. Okay, theory's great, but practice so much better. So, you have a conversion tool. You have the golden formula. Now, let's actually put them into practice with a couple of real-world examples. Here's a perfect place to start. Doctor orders 0.1 milligrams per kilogram of morphine. And look, the patient's weight already in kilograms, 70 kilograms. So, hey, no conversion needed here. Easy. We just apply the formula then. 70 kilograms times 0.1 per kilogram gives us a final dose of 7 milligrams of morphine. See? Super straightforward. Okay, now for a more common scenario, one that you're going to see all the time, especially in pediatrics. A child weighs 22 pounds. The order is for 15 milligrams per kilogram of acetaminophen. Step 1, always convert the pounds to kilograms. So 22 pounds divided by 2.2 gives us 10 kilograms. Now we can use our formula. 10 kilograms times 15 milligrams per kilogram of body weight is going to equal 150 milligrams. So our dosage is 150 milligrams. You have to do the conversion first. I can't stress that enough. If you were to forget to convert 22 pounds to kilograms, you'd be giving that child more than double the medication. Knowing the dose is so critical. You have to make sure you have that right dose when you're dealing, especially with weight-based medications. It's not a weakness to have somebody check your work, just so that you know you're not causing harm to that patient. Trust me, you don't want to wake up in the middle of the night thinking you may have given somebody the wrong dose. Make sure. If you're given the weight in pounds, get it to kilograms. If they give it to you in kilograms, you're golden. You don't have to worry about it. But always remember how to convert the pounds by 2.2 to get your kilograms. Remember, kilograms is always going to be a lower number than pounds. Step 2, multiply that weight in kilograms by the ordered dose per kilogram. Again, multiply the weight in kilograms by the ordered dose per kilogram. And then step 3, double check your work. Preferably with a colleague, have them check your work also. Convert, multiply, and check. It's an easy path to master. So now that you've got this foundation down, get out there and be a great nurse.